I'm so sick of everyone's willingness to settle. Why is no one prepared to die for anything? I don't need a reason. One more time. I don't need to think about it. One more time. I'm gonna stand right the fuck here. One more time. And take this to my fucking chest. One more time. They try and hold me back. 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 Try and hold me back. Try and hold me back.
Oh, fuck. Alright, what's up guys? So today we have a push day. Myself, Bryce, Baum, and Terrence. So we got Terrence is just inside of 5 weeks to give some context to this workout. So if there's anything about this workout that might be a little bit different for you guys watching, this will be slightly lower volume. But in general, good place for most people to start because again, I think people need to worry about getting their form right, progressing loads as much as possible before they add in some additional volume. But again, that's where Terrence is at. So it's a push day. So we're gonna do mainly chest. We'll probably do 3 to 4, maybe that third and fourth one might be a superset exercises for chest. We're gonna stick with the same meat and potato stuff. So kind of a low incline dumbbell press to start, high incline reverse band Smith. We'll explain kind of all those a little bit as we go through. And then some sort of fly variation, just kind of with whatever's left for some superset, giant set, something stupid that just hurts. And then we'll probably do 1 or 2 exercises each. One thing for delts. Probably won't be a pressing motion, just considering how much we have pressing with chest, how much we have pressing on a delt a day, and how much pressing we have again with the arm day as well. So probably 1 isolation for shoulders, maybe 2, some sort of raise variation. And then same again with triceps. We've got compound pressing motions 3 days a week. So when we're adding in some extra triceps on the push day, it's gonna be something isolating just the elbow. And so that's the day. So for anybody looking for a solid push day, again, I like the word efficient. So some people like to say, oh, is that a lot of volume? Do I need more exercises? Again, the goal for hypertrophy, in my opinion, most of the time should be as little stimulus as possible to produce as much results or progress as much results as possible. So as always, I'm gonna start with a little bit of activation, kind of warm-up stuff. Again, I hate the term activation. And again, I'm the one that starts saying that stuff all the time. Other people say it too. But it's just workout prep, whatever you want to call it. All I say is opposed to just static stretching or just randomly swinging some dumbbells around or whatever. It's just thinking about the joints, the muscles involved, and then just taking them through a lot of range of motion. So things I look at specifically is I try and move my scapula, my shoulder blades as much as possible. So a lot of elevation, depression, protraction, retraction, and then I try and move my GH joint, which is how your humerus sits basically into your scapula. So 2 separate joints, try and move those the most. And then just a little bit of stuff for elbows as well too. And then all of it is for me, I'm just taking inventory. How is stuff feeling? How's stuff moving? And then again, for max output, you need sub-maximal contractions before you can have maximal contractions. And then again, warm-up sets are still the best. So again, if for some reason you only had one or the other, traditional warm-up sets are still great. So you'll still see I do 4 or 5 at least warm-up sets before I get into my working sets with the dumbbells. And then as we get into the rest of the workout, there's no more prep or activation. Basically, it's as little or as few warm-up sets as possible, and then kind of get right after it from there. So.
Sky high, nothing's gonna keep my feet on the ground. I don't think you realize I am going sky high. Nothing's gonna keep my feet on the ground.
Try it on me! Try it on me! Try it on me! Try it on me back! Try it on me back! Try it on me back!
A little bit of setup here for the low incline dumbbell. So again, don't get too fixated on it. Honestly, I say whatever degree of incline feels the best for your shoulders, meaning you don't feel it in your shoulders or your shoulder joint, and you can feel it pretty much entirely in your chest. So anywhere from 10, 15, 20, 30-ish degree incline, this is around 30. And the main reason for that is as opposed to a flat press, if you're pressing like this with something slightly flat or even slightly declined, this is going to allow you to be in a little bit more position of relative external rotation. So all other things being the same, wherever you would be for a flat press, however much you incline the bench, that's how much external rotation you're going to have. And in general, it's a little bit more of a comfy position for shoulders.
The Red Bull is back.
It's Rob Bailey. It's the hustle standard.
Marty Poppins.
Battle test. Come at me, bro. We can't lose. Flag, door, we can't lose. You can bet on this, I can't lose. I'm bigger than real life from HD. See me in 3D, it's widescreen. Hold on to my breath. Last one I got left. From the sidewalk to the stars, I'm never gonna.
A big difference from top to bottom, so that's why we have the band doubled. We want whatever it's providing at the bottom, which might be upward of 50, 70 pounds assistance, taking the weight off, and again, completely slack at the top. So the goal here is, let's say hypothetically we could do 275 without any assistance. We want the band to make the weight essentially 275 at the bottom. And as we press to the top and the band becomes completely slack, we might have 315, 335, whatever we have for our top set. That's the actual weight we're handling at the top.
And out the side door, can't use the entrance. Is this real life or David at the dentist screaming? Run, tell that, homeboy, I'm next level. I'm Mike Tyson in the booth, I'm the devil.
Hold on to my breath. Last one I got left. From the sidewalk to the stars, I'm never gonna settle. Hold on to my breath. Hold on to my breath. Hold on to my breath. I'm never gonna settle.
Like about this are versatility, so there's no 100% right or wrong for setup. You could absolutely have the cables a little bit lower and have a little bit more of a kind of low to high motion. You know, so again, this motion is going to move a little bit more in line with the ones that attach more to the center of the top of the sternum. And even if you want to go a little lower to higher, kind of have it lined up a little bit more with some of them attached to the clavicle. Or the other way around, you can have them slightly higher to lower, a little bit more of a decline. My favorite actually to make this a slight decline is hips slid slightly forward, having these about shoulder height, and then just by adjusting your body position, you're kind of turning it in to a little bit of a decline from there.
Hold on to my breath. Last one I got left. From the sidewalk to the stars, I'm never gonna settle. Hold on to my breath. Hold on to my breath. Hold on to my breath. I'm never gonna settle. I'm getting up. I can't lose. I can't lose. I'm bigger than I can't lose.
A nice little finisher. So again, we pretty much train the chest to its full contractile range between two different kind of incline variations. Kind of gets everything through mid through upper chest, a fly variation through pretty much the full range of motion of what the pecs are capable of. So those three in of itself are great meat potatoes. Maybe if you're kind of beginner or new, that can just be a great place to start. Hit those movements with good form, progress the loads, and just repeat that as often as you can recover from it. I like to incorporate a little bit of metabolic and pump work that may lead to added hypertrophy. I don't know for sure. I don't really care. I like getting pumps. I like doing stuff that's very, very painful, and I like stuff that accumulates a lot of horrible reps in a short period of time. And that's what this is great for. Floor press by themselves, just okay. Very short range of motion, but it's a very short range of motion. It's relatively still, so you get whatever's left in this range of motion. And I like to combine the band because, again, any type of press, you're a little bit stronger at the top. So the first one, floor press with the band, is just really hard, increasingly hard at the top. And then I like to drop to the band fly. Again, a band fly by itself is a pretty horrible exercise. But as long as that band is technically outside of the center of your shoulder joint, when it wraps around the outside of my delt, which it is, there's still actually tension at the top. So even though it's very, very little, at this point in time, between that fly, going straight from there straight to here, I don't have much left anywhere in my pec. So that's just kind of whatever I got left with some flies, then I take that off and one more go with the floor press. Very, very limited range, again, because it's literally at that point in time, I'm just trying to get every last little bit out of my chest. So again, all these exercises by themselves, pretty stupid. I wouldn't make them the meat and potatoes of your workout, but after 3 very good, very efficient exercises where we track the loads, we try and progress the loads, we logbook them, then this is just a nice little tri-set type deal that I like to finish with. And like I said, to be honest, you know, the pathways for metabolic hypertrophy are iffy. I honestly just like getting stupid pumps and like doing stuff that's that type of painful during my workout as well too. So I'm the same as anybody else. If there's something I like doing during my training, it's going to make me adhere better in my training as well too. So that's definitely, I always keep a component of that within my workouts.
Revolutionary, front line standing, solitary, mind state, kinda scary. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and put me on the front line. 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 Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. Follow me until the end. Follow me if you can. Heart beating faster. Don't forget to breathe and put me on the front line. 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 Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. I'm gonna carry this shit where I'm fucking back. I'm gonna carry this shit where I'm fucking back.
I'll sleep when I'm dead. Won't even catch my breath. And I know the weight of the world can crush my chest. I'll work till I'm dead. I'll work till I'm dead. I'll work till I'm dead. And then I'll do it all again.
It's not because of that, it's not because of money. Works in my blood and I kill cause I'm hungry. I kill cause I'm hungry.
about this is, as opposed to normal lateral raise, this is probably a fully shortened or fully contracted delt. Pretty much all the heads of your delt, minus maybe your rear delt a little bit. So it's just a nice position to get into. And I also think this is one of the most shoulder-friendly, kind of healthy positions as well.
I stand with both arms folded under my chest, 'cause I know I won't stop till I'm the last one left. Fighting till I'm dead, eating till I'm fed, never gonna stop to catch my breath. Fight till I'm dead, I'll eat till I'm fed, and then I do it all again. It's not because of that, it's not because of money. Works in my blood and I kill 'cause I'm hungry. I kill 'cause I'm hungry. I kill 'cause I'm hungry. I'm gonna carry this. I'm gonna carry this shit on my fucking back. I'm gonna carry this. I'm gonna carry this shit on my fucking back. I'm gonna carry this shit on my fucking back.
The whole reason we picked this one is it's about as good of an aligning exercise as you can get. So again, it's the exact same thing if you've ever seen the standing cable cross. All you really want to look at is that cable. When you look from above when Bryce is going, it aligns straight through the elbow joint, particularly kind of aligning up in the same plane as the upper arm. But again, really kind of looking at that elbow joint. So it's the same as if you're standing, the same as on the ground.
Than this, I'm better than this. You're bigger than this. I'm better than this. You're bigger than this. I'm better than this. You're bigger than this. You're bigger than this. I'm better 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 than this. I'm bigger than this. It's not because of that. It's not because of money. Works in my blood and I kill 'cause I'm hungry. I kill 'cause I'm hungry. I kill 'cause I'm hungry. It's not because of that. It's not because of money. Works in my blood and I kill 'cause I'm hungry. I kill 'cause I'm hungry. I kill 'cause I'm hungry. Look out! I'm gonna carry this shit on my fucking back.
All right, guys. So that's it for today. Again, push day. So what's our split right now? My split is what Terrence's split is. So if you guys don't know already, I'm training to have a wicked awesome dad bod, and Terrence is training to win a show in 4 weeks-ish. So again, for me, and actually luckily Terrence and our physique stack up pretty well, except he has an awesome back and mine sucks. But aside from that, his legs are very, very dominant, just like mine. So we tend to deprioritize legs just a teeny bit and prioritize arms, and even this go around delts a little bit. So that's our split. We have a push, pull. Remember exact order. I think we go push, let me think, no, pull, push, off day. Then we have legs, and then we do arms, off day in there somewhere. And then he does delts with a hamstring exercise as well too. We're trying to do one extra on hams. So again, this whole workout, again, if you kind of didn't get the feel watching the whole video, you know, again, chest is kind of the big output movement today. And again, the exercises we selected for delts and triceps really only make sense within the scheme of the whole program. So again, we have a day entirely for delts where we do some more of the traditional stuff. Revolves around heavy military barbell press, lateral raises, reverse pec deck for rear delts. And the same thing for arms. You know, we do a close grip, heavy close grip press with chains as one of the main outputs for there. So again, you kind of got to get the context of everything if you really want to see the feel for that. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, I'm going to try and get my whole split up, which is Terrence's whole split up pretty soon, so you guys can get a feel for all of the workouts and how they fit together in case you're in a similar boat. But if you're looking for workouts that stand alone pretty well, in my opinion, these hold up great. So very, very solid push day, obviously a little bit more emphasis on chest, but still two great exercises, really just to wax the delts. And again, you'll see we finished the last tricep exercise with a little tricep as well too. But again, if you guys like the workouts, as always, leave some feedback below. I'm slowly but surely going to revive my YouTube channel. So keep on the lookout. What am I supposed to say? Subscribe, like, share, send to your mom, send it to everyone else's mom too. Tell your moms to send them to their moms, and all that shit. So, but seriously, if you guys like it, give me the feedback. And if you like it, you share it. There's no better compliment I can get than sharing my content with somebody. So let me guys know what you think, and wait for the next one.